Good morning. Okay, so this stupid bill still has not passed yet, but it's supposed to be on the floor this morning, I think around 8 or something like that. Hakeem Jeffries currently is on the House floor giving his little spiel. Apparently they didn't have the votes as of 12:30 last night, and apparently sometime this morning Mike Johnson obviously was scrambling to get the votes he needed to get this thing passed.
Well, it's vacation day. It's going to pass. It's 4 o'clock on Friday.
But you know, when they go to the House floor, don't they negotiate the terms of this? Can't they all make their adjustments?
But what they're doing is they're making backdoor deals with these Republicans to funnel money into their states or push their projects through or give these people seats on various committees to advance their careers so that they'll vote for what they want. So that's it. And the 4 people...
Sounds like payola to me.
Call it whatever the fuck you want. It's just politics. But they're going to do what they want to do. So, and even the people that voted against it yesterday, this keeps happening. Notice every time one of these controversial things comes up and gets voted through, the exact number of Republicans that can vote against it do. Why? Well, because then they all keep taking turns for who gets to look good. So you have these handful of people, and every time it's different people. Notice no one has taken a hard line stance against Trump or any of this shit. Every time one of these bills comes through, 3 or 4 of them vote no on it. Because that makes it a 50-50 tie, and then fucking old J.D. Vance comes rolling through to fucking pound it through. So it's all a big fucking show. And it'll be the same thing in the House. A handful of Republicans will vote against it. And then they'll go back to their constituents and go, see, I tried.
This is the most concerning part of the bill, is this national police state with these ICE people. It's just like, why would anybody want to vote for this at any point?
Well, here's the real concern.
I'm not kidding. And now we have... We have that Garcia guy who's now back, but he was absolutely tortured in El Salvador. Why are you people out here wanting this shit?
Well, here's the real concerning part.
Anybody.
Here's the real concerning part is that...
Because that could be any one of us going to El Salvador. I hope you all know that.
Here's the real concerning part is that after all of this shit passes... And after Donald Trump's gone, and if and when we get another Democrat in the fucking White House, guess what? Democrats aren't gonna remove any of this shit. Not one little bit.
Why?
Because they never fucking do. Just like we still have the Patriot Act after 9/11. Just like we have all this other surveillance shit. And they've had chance after chance after chance to remove it, and they've never removed shit because they're fucking in on it.
What?
They are not your friend. They're not coming to save you. They're all part of the government. Are Republicans worse? Absolutely. But are Democrats right there with them? Absolutely.
Well, guess what? That only leads to one possible thing.
Yeah, well, gotta get worse to get better.
The revolution.
So whenever everybody's
Do you think the revolution will be televised this time?
I don't know. There ain't gonna be no revolution. This country's too comfortable. Y'all are soft. Yeah, well, prove me wrong.
Prove him wrong. We gotta prove him wrong, y'all.
Look, I'm not saying people aren't protesting. I'm not saying people aren't mad. I'm saying there's a difference between a protest and a fucking revolution. And what comes with a revolution, 99.99999% of this country ain't fucking ready.
Somebody said in the comments, this person from Korea said, America, you're not getting mad enough.
Right.
Like you got everybody on the outside saying, all right, guys, it's time.
But America's different. And we've talked about this time and time again. Y'all always say, oh, well, the French are out in the street protesting and building guillotines. Or in the UK, they're out protesting about them raising the retirement age. Or, you know, France is doing this, Germany's doing that, Australia's doing this. Those countries have something that we don't have.
What do they got?
Protection. They have contracts for their jobs. If you work at McDonald's, you have a fucking contract for your job. They have protections for their housing. They have super effective social programs and safety nets. They have a higher minimum wage. They have 30 paid days off a year or more. They have fucking job protection, housing protection, rent protection, fucking healthcare. They have free healthcare that's not tied to their job. So guess what? When they get pissed off and they want to go out to the street and protest, they don't lose their job. They don't lose their house. They don't lose their health insurance. They don't lose the food in their refrigerator.
All right,
we lose all that. Day one. The day that we all decide to go out there and do something, it's all done. Your health care is gone, your job's gone, your money's gone, your electricity's gone, there's no food in your refrigerator, there's tanks rolling up and down the fucking street. So there's a lot that comes with it with America. So yeah, I'm not saying that's not what needs to happen. I'm not saying it won't happen, but it's not. We're not everywhere else. This country was built in a very fucking specific way with a very specific purpose. And that purpose is to keep you right the fuck where you are and give you just enough so that you go, well, this sucks, but it could be worse. And that's what this country was built on. You're going to get just enough to wonder if you should risk it. To wonder if
I already
you should
know what
cash
we
out.
all need to do too.
I'm just saying.
Let's start talking to solutions. General strikes.
Well, right. And what
general
comes,
strike.
and
I'm
what
talking
comes
about
with a general strike?
We all need to like post up like back in the pandemic days where we take week.
Right, but what? And
everybody.
And what happened?
Everybody.
And what happened during the pandemic that you could do that?
I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about.
You're not making me. I'm just using that as an example.
Right, and no, you're right. But what happened during the pandemic so that we could do that?
I know that what we did. I know what happened. I'm talking about we just need to post up and we all need to build a community.
What comes with that?
I get it. We need to build a community in order to barter our needs and do what we need to do. Yes, we do.
People that we pay to do their job.
Well, they're not. We need to take over their fucking job.
Right.
They're not doing it.
But they're still taking your money. So what?
Well, we have to stop the money.
How are you going to eat?
We have to stop the money train.
How are you going to eat? How are you going to pay for your car? How are you going to keep the lights on? That's why this country's different.
That's the thing. We're gonna have. It's gonna have to be like rugged for a lot of us. We're gonna have to do all this.
Right.
We're going to have to be uncomfortable.
Right.
But we're gonna have to really fight, and we gotta scare the living motherfucking shit out of these punk ass, coward ass.
They don't care.
Murderers that are in our government.
But they don't care because they have all the control. They have all the power. So yeah,
and they're murderers.
Whatever. They don't care. You can call them all names and they don't care. They don't care.
Well, they should.
But they don't.
They really should.
You're right. Again, none of this is me up here telling you you're wrong. I'm just saying they don't care. They prove it every fucking day that they don't care. So when people say, yeah, we got to go do this and we got to go do that, okay, you're right. But this country's built different. And it's built that way intentionally. So yeah, you're right. General strike. But what comes with that? Well, your car gets repossessed, your house gets fucking foreclosed on, your fucking fridge is empty, so yeah, okay. General strike.
Mm-hmm.
Most people have about 2 weeks worth of money in their savings if they're lucky.
Yeah, well, guess what? We can barter and we can all camp and we can all do what we have to do in order to do what we gotta do what's necessary. And right now it's gonna call for some physical stuff. That's it.
But most people ain't gonna do
That's it. That's all. Well, guess what? They got to get uncomfortable for them to do it, obviously. And there's a lot more people getting more uncomfortable that are going to want to do this.
Right.
All right. Follow us here and follow our YouTube at Kitchen Talk, especially our video yesterday that was taken out. Bye.